The hidden habit draining your energy and killing your potential. What if I told you that one seemingly harmless habit is silently robbing you of your energy, confidence, and ambition? You feel exhausted, unmotivated, and stuck in a cycle that seems impossible to break. But what if the key to true self-mastery and unshakable discipline has been in front of you all along? Stay with me, because once you understand this, your perspective on this habit will change forever. Masturbation, an uncomfortable topic that few are willing to discuss, yet nearly everyone encounters. Society tells us it's normal, even beneficial. But have you ever truly questioned this belief? What if this so-called harmless habit is actually undermining your potential? The greatest minds in history, particularly the Stoics, understood something that modern society often overlooks. They grasped the power of self-control, the dangers of pleasure-seeking, and the secret to true mastery over oneself. Today, we'll uncover their wisdom so you can break free, reclaim your strength, and transform your life. The problem: how this habit is holding you back. Be honest, you felt it. That wave of guilt, the lack of motivation, the emptiness that follows indulgence. But why does it happen? From a scientific standpoint, every time you engage in this habit, your brain releases an intense surge of dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and reward. On the surface, that might seem like a good thing, but here's the catch: the more you indulge, the more your brain gets hooked on instant gratification. And like any addiction, the negative effects soon become apparent. You feel drained. Your focus diminishes. Your drive to accomplish meaningful goals weakens. Your mind is tricked into thinking you've achieved something significant, even though nothing of real value has been accomplished. The Stoics understood this danger long before modern science. They warned against overindulgence and cautioned against being enslaved by fleeting pleasures. But what exactly did they say, and how can you apply their teachings to escape this cycle? The Stoic perspective, the trap of pleasure. Seneca, one of history's most influential Stoic philosophers, once said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." This is precisely what happens when pleasure controls you. Every time you give in to temptation, you reinforce a pattern of dependence. You convince yourself that you need this habit when, in reality, it has gained power over you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a true embodiment of Stoic principles, believed that mastering one's desires was essential for real freedom. He recognized that a man who cannot command his impulses will never be truly in control of his life. The more you chase fleeting pleasure, the more you become its captive. Look at history's greatest warriors, philosophers, and visionaries. They shared a common trait: self-restraint. They didn't allow urges to dictate their actions, and because of that, they achieved greatness while others remained bound by their weaknesses. The solution: breaking free and reclaiming your power. So, how do you break free? How do you reclaim the discipline and energy that this habit has been quietly stealing from you? The answer lies in 3 core Stoic principles. 1. Self-discipline, the path to true freedom. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, stated, "No man is truly free who is not master of himself." The moment you commit to mastering your impulses is the moment you begin to regain your power. But self-discipline isn't about denying yourself, it's about prioritizing what truly matters over what is easy. Every time you resist temptation, you train your mind to become stronger. Over time, your urges lose their grip on you, and your willpower becomes unshakable. 2. Purpose, replacing the habit with something greater. The Stoics believed that a life without purpose was a wasted existence. Many people struggle with this habit simply because they lack something meaningful to devote their energy to. Think about it. If your mind is fully engaged in building a business, developing a skill, or pursuing a personal mission, would you even have the time or desire to engage in empty indulgence? The key is to redirect your focus towards something that genuinely fulfills you. 3. Transmutation, redirecting your energy into greatness. Throughout history, warriors, philosophers, and inventors understood a secret that many overlook today: sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces within a man. When wasted, it drains potential. But when harnessed and redirected, it becomes an unstoppable source of drive, creativity, and ambition. Consider Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds of all time. He remained celibate his entire life, recognizing that by conserving and redirecting his energy, he could achieve levels of brilliance that others couldn't. This same principle is echoed in Stoic teachings. Rather than squandering your energy on fleeting pleasure, use it to fuel your ambitions, discipline, and higher purpose. The transformation: what happens when you quit? Imagine waking up each day with an unstoppable sense of confidence. No guilt, no weakness, just pure, focused energy. Imagine feeling more motivated, more disciplined, and more in control of your life than ever before. This is what happens when you break free from destructive habits. Your testosterone levels rise, your mental clarity sharpens, and your ambition soars. Most importantly, you reclaim full control over your mind and actions. This is what the Stoics meant by true freedom. It's not just about quitting a habit, it's about stepping into the best version of yourself. The final challenge: will you take control? Now, the choice is yours. Will you continue in the cycle of indulgence, or will you take charge of your destiny? Will you let a temporary pleasure rob you of your full potential? Or will you rise above, embrace discipline, and start living like a true Stoic? Remember, no great man in history was ruled by his desires. The men who changed the world were the ones who mastered themselves first. If you're ready to break free, reclaim your power, and embrace the path of self-mastery, subscribe for more content like this. Your journey starts now.